I'm Becky Varner, dietitian with Buy for Less. We are so excited to be partnering with the Oklahoma City-County Health Department to provide a nutrition series on how to shop to stock your kitchen with healthy foods to be able to have healthier eating habits. Today we're going to be doing dairy. We're going to be talking about the nutrients in dairy, sources of dairy, and I do want to mention we've already done the grain series and the meat series. If you haven't had an opportunity to see those, they are on the website. So let's look at dairy today. Milk is a great source of dairy, and this is actually whole milk. Milk, along with many other dairy products, is a great source of calcium. When we look at the nutrition panel, we see, first of all, the serving size. We always want to look at the serving size so that we know that we are comparing the same amounts of serving when we're looking at different food products. But with milk, a cup would be the standard size. In that cup, we're getting 150 calories, 8 grams of fat. The carbohydrate would be 11 grams, and protein 8 grams. Wonderful source of protein. One of the nutrients that milk is rich in. Of course, it also has riboflavin, and it has magnesium and phosphorus, lots of great nutrients. But this would be an example of a milk serving that would be the whole milk. This would be 2% milk, 2% fat milk, and once again, you can look at the front of the label, and here it has shown the 2% reduced fat milk. When you compare the nutrition information on the back label, you see the difference in the calories. This is 120 calories, the other one was 150, and that's primarily from the difference in the grams of fat. This is 5 grams of fat as compared to 8 with the whole milk. All of the other nutrients are quite similar. Here we have skim milk, and you can see on the front of the label it says skim milk. And again, it has the nutrients down here where you can take a peek. But when we look at the back, it has our serving size listed. Once again, 1 cup. This one has 80 calories as compared to the 150 for the whole milk and the 120 for the 2%, and 0 grams of fat and the same amount of carbohydrate and protein. So those are the differences. When you look at the labels of milk, you can compare. Know that all 3 are great sources of protein. They're good they contain riboflavin, versatile products. They can be used in a lot of different ways. This is a lactose-free milk, and you can see right here it says 100% lactose-free. This is a great option for people that have a lactose intolerance. This particular one happens to be the fat-free version of that. However, we also have the low-fat and the whole milk version. But this is what you want to look for if you're looking for a lactose-free milk. Right on the front of the carton, it will tell you that. Soy milk is another option that would be in the dairy group. And when we look at the nutrition information, we want to see the same kinds of things. We want to be sure that it's been fortified with calcium and vitamin D. And here you see on the label it shows that and the other nutrients as well. But soy milk is a great option to be able to use. You can use it in soups. I have added it to cream soups before. You can just drink it by itself. It works great in smoothies, as do all versions of milk. Another dairy option is cottage cheese. This is an example of a small curd cottage cheese. It is a whole milk product. We do have the cottage cheese in the reduced fat milk and the skim milk as well. And it's you can look at the nutrition profile here. It has the portion size, all of the nutrients that we want to look at. One of the things that you can do is actually drain the cottage cheese, and that reduces the sodium content. Let's see, this is a vanilla yogurt. It's low fat. There are lots of varieties, different flavors. Some have sugar added, some don't. The fat content varies. Some are fat-free and some are a full-fat yogurt. So you just want to look at the label, like we continue to emphasize, to compare the serving sizes and the nutrients that would be in the serving size of that particular product. Yogurt is a versatile product. It can be used mixed in fruit salads. It can be used to top a dessert. The plain Greek non-fat yogurt is a great option to go on baked potato. So there are a lot of different ways to be able to use it. There are lots of options available. This happens to be one that's made with 2% milk, 2% fat milk, and they vary from grated cheeses, block cheeses, sliced cheeses, those that would be more natural cheeses versus processed cheeses. You want to look at the nutrition information to compare, and you can always look here. The serving size, of course, is listed, and all of the nutrition information is going to be on the label for you. They are all great sources of calcium. Non-fat dry powdered milk is another option. Great to keep it in a cabinet just to be able to have to use if you want to add a little to smoothies, if you want to add it if you're making a sauce and you just want to make it a little bit richer without adding fat. You can add the non-fat dry powdered milk to it, and it's got a long shelf life, and so you can keep it in your cabinet for an extended period of time.